Yo, 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 what is poppin', ladies and gentlemen? Good to see you. We've got our pre-release packs that we were opening from this past Saturday's first pre-release of the week, which was really fun. I got the first 6 packs, and opening up that pre-release 2-card pack, I ended up getting a Leo and I'm trying to remember, Onigiri or something like that. But then we pulled that beautiful Sakazuki special rare. I am so happy about that. That card is so cool. I really wanted to, further collect a lot more of my full playset of some of the like black rares and some of those really awesome alternate arts that you can get. And I think this will be really cool for OP05 when we do get that blue black Sakazuki. Super excited. But I pull a nice little Sanji blocker, and hilariously enough, my man David over on the side needed one more of those for his deck today, and I was like, yeah, I got you, bro, hook it up. But this was so much fun. It was a great event. I think there ended up being about 30 people in total, and this was a constructed event, by the way, so I did already have a pre-made deck that I brought with me. I added, OP04 was legal though, so some people had some fully decked out OP04 lists, which was really impressive, and then others just ended up running a bunch of OP01 through OP03 stuff with a little bit of OP04 spice clicked in, which was really nice. And yeah, I did enjoy some of my packs. They were a lot of fun. I got 2 SRs, the Dawn and the Sakazuki. I mean, you can't be mad about that. Cannot be mad about that. Picking up that Sanji as well that we handed over. But we go into the first match of the day, and this is crazy. My man Craig over here is playing Kaido. Love to see it. Some of that good old, first ever, OP01 starter decks 1 through 4 coming back in. And honestly, the list really caught me off guard. I was running an OP04, mostly, OP03, but I had a little bit of OP04 spice in there, Katakuri, because I couldn't build anything else, which was really sad. I just didn't have enough of the super rares I needed to build that green purple Dofi list that I've been wanting to play. But since I only needed like a handful of cards for Katakuri, and they were mostly just rares, it was really easy and convenient to do so. I got lucky enough that a friend of mine allowed me to borrow 3 of his Sanjis, because 2 of his Sanjis, because I pulled 2 of my own, so that was realistically the only cards I needed in order to fill out the deck, because I had already gotten all of the rares. But first turn, we're going to play down Pudding, pick up that 10-drop Mom. I think that we now have 2 10-drops, if I'm not mistaken. I started with one and I picked one up, or I think I ended up searching out a second one. But he does swing 5. I will counter out with Shirahoshi pretty early, and then we draw into a nice little cracker here, going up to the 4 Dawn. I'm not sure if we have Sparrow, but that would be nice. I think we'll just go 5 and then play down either Sanji or Cracker, and it looks as though Cracker is just going to be the play here. He takes that life on the first hit, though, going up to, I believe, like 6 Dawn now after he ramps up with the Onigashima. But that is going to be rested. And we'll see 5 at the life. Picking up a nice little, it looked like a Sanji, or maybe it was a Strusen, but a little 2K counter. And we see him play down Queen, though, trashing another Onigashima from hand. And it's beautiful. Queen is so nice in this list because he can just constantly get back that Dawn that he already subtracted using his stage card. I will just go 7 at his life. I'll take a look at mine, and I'll choose to leave. He rests the Queen and 2K counters out to go up to 8 right there. Very smart. And looking at the top 4, I do have the choice of choosing another 10-drop Big Mom, going Sparrow, or getting a or just the 3-cost Sparrow. I think that 6 cost would have been so nice here, but I decided to be a little bit greedy, kind of forgetting that Kaido's leader ability just subtracts subtracts life. And yeah, it's a little greedy to try and go for a a second Big Mom, even though I believe now we have 3. We drew into another one. So I'm kind of risking it for the biscuit here. I have no idea what I was thinking in the moment. Just like, yeah, I should be fine. We're all good. You know, yeah, I got him at 3 life as well. It's nothing but, you know, good times over here. But he's up to 8 Dawn. Did ramp up using Onigashima to get up to that 9th, but it is going to be rested. We'll see most likely, yeah. So it's looking like a 7k swing into the Cracker. Probably just going to let it go more than likely. And then we'll have King coming down. Oh, I do choose to save it actually because King does just KO both Cracker and Sanji. And I didn't want him to get the value of both. So this is where I went a little heavy in my opinion. Now just leaving me with 3 Big Moms in hand. But he uses King to KO the Sanji. And yeah, we definitely went a little hard on the commitment right there. Especially because I don't think that I allocated my Dawn correctly right here. I did go 5 at life. I hopefully get a counter out of this. But if he just takes life, it's killing Queen is going to be a little bit harder. So we do get a counter out with a Queen. We'll go 5 again. I'm getting a little greedy. Instead of swinging into the blocker Queen, he does just take. And I will go 7. And I think I'm just going 7 at his life again. And I'll just look at that top one, though, put it to the bottom, and rest 4 for another Sanji and go ahead and pass it over. I feel like the position isn't bad. We've got him at 2 life. We've got all of the Big Moms for the following turns. We're looking okay. However, you know, there are cards out there that are very scary, especially if he uses like a 9-drop Kaido here and KOs Sanji. He is just going to swing 7 at life. And this kind of gets me wondering a little bit, because now with 7 at life, you know, we could see the 9-drop come down. We could see 10-drop come down. It looks like we're going to see another 7 at life. I do choose to take this one as well. Going down to 2 life, while, you know, I don't think I had any counter in hand, so I guess it was kind of fair, but with that second 7k swing, I think that Sanji blocker would have been not too shabby. And now we do see a Kaido coming down. This is a really interesting promo card. And so this Kaido adds a rested or a Dawn from your Dawn deck and puts it as rested at the end of each turn. So very, very interesting card, but it does put me in a bit of a position because now I am just going to 10-drop, right? I add the life back, but he's got enough swings to potentially go for lethal, you know, the following turn. And I will go 5 at life yet again. He's thinking of whether he wants to take this or not, and he does choose to. Passing it over, I feel like I'm kind of relying on the luck of the card draw. We do have 8k. We have, 3k encounter in hand to get up to 8k. So we can get out of one swing. So I don't feel too pressured. But yet again, 9-drop Kaido is a very real thing. That card will just make a lot of the, you know, potential situations very scary. So we see a 7k swing coming at the Cracker. I do end up thunderbolting the Queen here, which was really nice out of life. That was a good top deck from Lin. And this is why Katakuri is just that, you know, I always get so frustrated playing against Katakuri because you can just get so lucky. And it was a little bit of a misplay on his part not to not end up, you know, using that Queen first before swinging with King or Kaido, just to get rid of, you know, the possibility of there being a Thunderbolt. But 2 Queens coming down, he recycles a little bit, and I actually think that he forgot to use Onigashima. Did he even use the Kaido effect as well here? Oh man, I don't know if he rested. I don't know if he rested these. I could be wrong. Uh-oh. Yeah, we'll just go 5 at life. And I'm pretty sure he just rests the Queen. No, he doesn't. He does just let that go. Or I counter out, excuse me, because I could have just slapped all 10 Dawn onto Pudding, that's right, and swing 12k. So he definitely did need to counter out of that. I'm still looking at his board a little scared though, because I was contemplating whether I should go another 10 drop or not. And I do choose to, just adding another life and passing it over to him. I think that, not that it was super relevant, but he could have just gotten those Dawn cards back the previous turn. I don't think it's really relevant because he just draws 2 this turn as well, so not that big of a deal. 4 cards in hand, though. He does have 4 swings. The ability to KO is definitely there. I think we used a lot of our counter power the previous turn as well. So it's looking like my hand has... Oh my god, do I have nothing? I think I might have 0 counter power in hand. Looks like we had a Sparrow, a 10-drop Big Mom. And yeah, I remember this game being a little bit close, and I was kind of just going off of the fact that, you know, I'm playing Katakuri. I don't really have to think that much. I can just pray that my life is incredible. It definitely felt like a lot of my other matches, though. I definitely wasn't playing as gutsy as I was this game. This game, it just felt like searching those 2 10-drop Big Moms and then drawing into the third was a little bit of a... I don't know, a little bit of a reach on my part. I was getting a little too greedy. I feel like putting that 6-drop Sparrow down on curve would have been so much better, because we would have had a really nice card that would have been hard for him to remove, as well as being able to handle some of these blockers on board and swing into King very easily for a 9k, pulling resources from hand, but also just creating a distraction while we wait for 10-drop to come down. Yeah, he's thinking about his turn, though. He's definitely taking his time, and I don't blame him at all, because I'm pretty sure he knows that this is probably his last turn. With 2 10-drops on board, he's just really not going to be able to survive the following turn. But he knows with 4 swings, as well as leader ability, there is a world that he can survive this. So he does swing, I believe it's 8k first. We are just going to take that first life. I will use Shirahoshi, which is a godsend right here. Absolutely crucial. Pick up a two 2k counters and a 1k counter right there. Trashing 2 of the Sparrows is actually really, really fortunate for me, because I needed some way, shape, or form to counter out of some of these. So now you can see the absolute disgusting behavior of yellow, when all I had to do was just play 10-drop and get lucky. And that's really all it is. I mean, at the end of the day, Craig definitely played the better match. He had some interesting... I feel like the Kaido is a pretty interesting tech in here. Also having the Babanuki for the 5-cost vanilla. You know, it's just the shame of... Yeah, it's definitely just the shame of playing against yellow, is that, you know, sometimes you can just get disgusting luck out of life, and it can really just win the game for you. He does swing 6 with Queen, forcing a 2k counter out of my life. Now, when he goes with King here, he's going for 11,000. The reason why he did this is because, oh, and look at this. Would you see it? The Capone Beige, not allowing his Kaido to swing any further in this match. He's looking at the trigger like, dude, are you kidding me right now? I was like, yeah, yellow is busted. But yeah, we throw that in the trash. That's basically game over. He could have used leader ability to subtract the 3 on his leader, as well as the 4 on his King, and subtract that last life. And then he was planning on going, I believe, 12k with the Kaido with his 3 remaining Dawn, which definitely would have got there. Yeah, Shirahoshi got me some of those counter cards we needed, though, and I think that Beji was just overall really nice. Really, really nice. I mean, had it not been Bej, I think we would have had 12k counter perfectly, so he still would have got there, unless our last life happens to be a counter card. Then we maybe would have still won it. But yeah, he does concede here, but great match overall, and you'll see that 10-drop Big Mom was the last card in life. And yeah, guys, I think we had a lot of fun matches today, but I hope to hear your thoughts about it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.